And the Razorbacks. Started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Gore. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will get the first crack at it here. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, you'll keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Back to pass, it's Key. They're trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. First down here for the offense. The give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals, and the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention with a Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability, he can break tackles, he can just do it all.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. On the doorstep of the offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
You knew this offense wanted to come into this one establishing the run, guys. They didn't even attempt to throw on their first drive. They were more physical. They were pushing guys around up front, and this guy caps it off with a nice touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Leaves it with the back. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
The give to the left side. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Oh, my. Circle, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Aggie.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time. This is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Just enough time for one more snap before the... Looking for a physical attack from the gun. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Might as well give it to him again. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Pollock.
Yeah, it's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy in the dirt.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Hold it. Open.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The Razorbacks have their offense in high gear. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Fast motion from the offense. Got it in the middle. It's Cooper. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll go empty and 5 wide on 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown, Arkansas. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Oklahoma showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong, but the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Looking to throw, it's Key. Finds his tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time.
Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Taking it the other way. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Razorbacks. How about that D coming up with a play like that? Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points.
Going for the big play. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way.
Intercepted. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. The offense set for a first down play. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. Looking downfield, it's Key. Quarterback adapting. Short gain on the play before he slides. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here.
Picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He's got his man. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Texas A&M will snap it in the red zone. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Makes the pass. He's got it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And the sack all the way back at the 5. Just enough time to get off one more snap. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Trying to set the tone with the run. Oh, he left him grabbing. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
Rick. Up on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Coming after him. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
The Razorbacks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to be ready to execute the red zone.
Third and goal from way back there. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
To the ground, he's got it again. And we've been waiting to see the spin move, and so too had the defense. They were ready for it. As they get set to snap in time, winding down here in the quarter. Dropping back, it's Key. He makes the connection. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. They'll try to power their way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Pressure coming. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Open.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll fire. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They're bringing heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, raise a toast to the victor of the great rivalry between Florida and Georgia. Here's a recap of how things played out. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. To the air, it's Key. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. The short hands, it's Williams.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
It's caught downfield. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Finds his big tight end. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? To the ground to try to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Can't find his man, it'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
It's at this point of the game where you've got to have great pass protection if you're going to come back and win. You're only down 1 possession here. You need to give this guy time. They just weren't able to do it on that last one. That's why it's incomplete.
Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
Pocket starts to collapse. He'll try to do it himself. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance.